And after all, it is New York Magazine's Intelligencer reports Madonna and boyfriend Carlos Leon have paid a few visits to an in vitro fertilization specialist. No word on why they don't conceive the old-fashioned way, but the singer's spokeswoman says Madonna has made no secret she'd like to start a family. Well, those family plans may have to wait a few months. Madonna is all set to start the beginning of filming for the movie version of Evita.
Madonna and friends helped raise almost $200,000 at an AIDS fundraiser in Los Angeles.
But she was really dogging it with a new escort. The Roadrunner has the proof in today's Celebrity Traffic Report. Madonna was wearing a see-through skirt as she and her pooch Chiquita came out to support a celebrity auction for the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model Kathy Ireland pulled in more than $1,200
out this week, but fans of Madonna can now also hear recordings from her early years. Phil Schumann reports they're being released by an old friend who knew Madonna before she was a star.
Just 1 month after giving birth, Madonna looked slim and trim in this low-cut black dress on her way to screen Evita in Los Angeles this week.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
The movie's sure to keep the 38-year-old new mom in the spotlight well into next year. But an old friend is about to release something else that Madonna may not be so happy about.
We'll find out what kind of a friend she is pretty soon, won't we?
Stephen Bray had a lot to do with Madonna's rise to stardom. He produced Papa Don't Preach, Express Yourself, and Into the Groove with the Material Girl. Years earlier, they became friends at the University of Michigan in the 1970s.
We met at a discotheque during Saturday Night Fever hustle lessons.
And in 1978, Madonna moved to New York with just $35 to her name. Stephen followed a couple of years later and helped her put together a demo tape.
There's no reason to feel guilty. It's too late now. What's done is done. If you can keep it a secret, darling, we can have some fun. Oh.
Crimes of Passion is one of the 9 never-released songs Madonna made with Stephen. He even played drums on some of them.
She used these tapes to secure the deal at Warner Brothers.
Now, Stephen's hoping to cash in on the tapes by releasing a CD titled Pre-Madonna. Hearing the old tapes again brings back memories of this Midtown Manhattan loft, which housed the studio used to record those old songs.
Well, that was our home for a little while.
Home not just for work, but living as well. Madonna and Stephen sometimes slept in the recording studio. The two even briefly dated.
I had never met anyone quite so ambitious and quite so dedicated and driven. So it was very inspirational. And to this day, it's kind of still true.
These days, Madonna is spending much of her time behind the gates of her home in the Los Feliz section of Los Angeles, taking care of little Lourdes Maria. She hasn't commented on this upcoming CD, but in an earlier interview with Extra, she did say that her songs from the old days don't compare to her more recent work.
I've learned how to sing, really, because when I started singing, I didn't know what I was doing. And I wasn't really using my voice completely.
Madonna will receive royalties from this new CD, and Stephen fully expects the pop diva will be happy with the songs.
There's nothing that is going to be on these tapes that would be embarrassing. We're just hoping that she'll like it as much as we did.
Well, you won't be able to buy this CD in stores, only through the internet and a toll-free number, 800-HARMONY.
I worship the ground he floats above.
Wow, could this baby face be the new love of Madonna's life? The Roadrunner takes you backstage at the American Music Awards, where the stars put on a show you didn't see. Next.
Last night's American Music Awards, but the Roadrunner says she did manage to steal the show. Let's take you backstage in today's Celebrity Traffic Report.
Meep, meep. Meep, meep.
The Roadrunner was hanging out backstage when the Material Girl surprised everyone, showing up with Babyface, winner of the award for Favorite Male R&B Artist.
I worship the ground he floats above.
Our traffic cops couldn't take their eyes off an arriving Paula Abdul and her revealing tuxedo jacket. Toni Braxton's dress was one of the big hits of the evening, and John Cicada was obviously enjoying her company. Toni later picked up the award for Best Soul R&B Album. A less than royal performance from the guy we used to call Prince. He took home a special award of merit, but kept his lollipop and wouldn't join in for the 10-year tribute to We Are the World.
Say goodbye. All the world is a stage.
Well, it wasn't movies, but rather music that made Madonna's moment in Britain. Just ask the Roadrunner who watched her put on the show for today's Celebrity Traffic Report.
Meep, meep. Meep, meep.
The Roadrunner and the Material Girl were looking like royalty at last night's Brit Awards in London. Madonna took center stage as the opening act and went on to host this British tribute to the tops in music. After the show, Madonna cleared up a few questions about her love life.
I'm not pregnant.
Is he a basketball player?
Mm-mm.
He's not a basketball player.
Mm-mm. He's not a bullfighter either.
With Madonna. She launched her new Bedtime Stories video with a racy slumber party that started off in the streets of New York. The Roadrunner tucks in the Material Girl in tonight's Celebrity Traffic Report. It was sweet dreams all around when the Material Girl showed up to share a bedtime story with her fans.
I want to know why you're not wearing your pajamas.
Modesty, Madonna. Everyone was told to come ready for bed, and you didn't have to tell this crowd twice. They were ready for anything. Inside New York's Webster Hall, Madonna strutted her stuff, giving everyone a good look at just what stuff she has. Then she got into bed, as promised, and tried to read a bedtime story, but she kept getting interrupted. Sorry, guys, she's just not that kind of girl.
Madonna was a symbol of confidence as she walked into a packed news conference in Buenos Aires. In a white dress, red lipstick, and her hair pulled back, Madonna appeared in character, looking more and more like Eva Perón, who was Argentina's first lady from 1946 to 1952. Mobs of fans have followed Madonna's every move since her arrival, but others have sprayed graffiti on walls telling Madonna to get out. Many feel this controversial and seductive singing star cannot do justice to the memory of a woman considered a saint in Argentina. Madonna says she's amazed by Evita's rags to riches story and wants to learn more about her.
The biggest surprise was how many people told me how shy she was.
Madonna's not shy about telling critics she's been misunderstood and urged her naysayers to see her performance before passing judgment. She sat next to co-stars Jonathan Pryce, who plays her husband, President Juan Perón, and Antonio Banderas, who says he's anxious to play the role of Che Guevara, the Cuban revolutionary who in the movie becomes Evita's conscience.
His character's like a ghostly image. He doesn't have direct connection in the story, but looks at it from a distance.
In real life, the revolutionary Che Guevara and the First Lady Eva Perón never met. Antonio's love, the now pregnant Melanie Griffith, is with him in Argentina, but she did not attend the news conference today.
Or any other TV show for that matter. Her tough ideas on motherhood just revealed top today's Celebrity Traffic Report. Meep, meep. Mama does preach. Madonna reveals her secrets of motherhood in the January issue of Red Book magazine. She divulges that her new baby daughter, Lourdes, will not be allowed to watch TV. And on her daughter's education, the pop star says, quote, I don't want her to go to school with a bunch of rich kids, and I don't want her to go to an all-white school. Madonna also mentions that she turns to friend and fellow celebrity mom, Rosie O'Donnell, for motherly advice.
Leave her baby's side for just a few hours last night. The details top today's Celebrity Traffic Report.
Meep, meep.
Causing a commotion. A screaming crowd greeted Madonna last night at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas, her first major public appearance since giving birth to baby Lourdes in October. The pop diva, dressed in gold from head to toe, accepted Billboard's Artist Achievement Award from Tony Bennett. The award recognizes her career of over 25 top 10 hits. Madonna says only appearing on stage with Tony could pry her away from Lourdes.
When they first asked me to fly to Las Vegas to receive this award, I said no, because I can't bear to be away from my daughter for more than a few hours. Then they said that Tony Bennett was going to give it to me, and I said, all right, she won't miss me for a few more hours.
Antonio Sabato.
She's probably out there running, 7 miles a day.
The hairstyles, the clothes.
And if people start dressing like this, it'd be great.
Don't count on it, Madonna. Why the Evita frenzy may go bust. Madonna's movie is still a week away, but Evita's holiday hype is in high gear. Now, fashion experts reveal why shoppers may say, don't buy for me, Evita, and can look like Evita. Clothing, jewelry, even makeup.
We love the actress and the look she has.
It's Evita overload. See which products will hit and which will hang.
Material Girl went shopping for some material things on the streets of London earlier this week. Madonna left the Carlton Towers Hotel dressed in a long black coat with a red fur collar and red heels to match. The Hollywood diva then browsed the London shops on Savile Row looking for a new jumper. And that's today's Celebrity Traffic Report.
Madonna's new movie comes with tons of merchandising tie-ins. There's already a glut of Evita merchandise in the stores, but that's where a lot of the merchandise may stay. Our Wendy Walsh explains.
You must love me.
Merchandisers are hoping we will love Madonna in Evita so much we'll want to dress like her, wear the same jewelry and makeup as her, read the many books about her in the movie, and buy the soundtrack. Madonna is hoping we will too.
I love the clothes. I think they're very glamorous.
Of the 21 Bloomingdale's stores, 9 feature Evita boutiques with 1940s and 50s style suits, furs, and dresses, like this $660 coronation gown inspired by the movie. At cosmetic counters, there's a line of Evita makeup from Estee Lauder featuring charcoal eyeliners and bright red lipsticks.
It's something that we love to look at. We go to this movie, we love the actress and the look she has.
But will today's busy woman buy into the Evita look? The clothes, the hair, and the makeup are high maintenance.
I think it's not something that's going to really hit home in a major way in the heart of America.
Hamish Bowles, editor-at-large of Vogue magazine, says working women don't have time to fuss. The heavy makeup takes way too long to apply. The upswept hairdo is complicated to do on your own, and the clothes are layered and heavy with uncomfortable tight bodices.
I think modern women need clothes that are going to allow a bit more mobility and ease and, a great deal less time involved in actually putting them on.
And that's what we found out when we asked women on the street.
Well, it looks like it just takes too much time. Her hair's done up. She has to wear all these clothes it just looks like it'd be too time consuming.
I wouldn't put my time into doing it.
Marketers of the look aren't taking any chances with the popularity. The clothes and the makeup will be available only until January 10th. In the meantime, Madonna is making sure she's getting the word out about the Evita look, which she's very instrumental in creating.
If people start dressing like this, it'd be great.
Well, Evita could be an award-winning look for Madonna. Today in London, she says she's optimistic about being nominated for an Academy Award. Brad,
Who knows? We'll see.
What Madonna wants, Madonna gets. She wanted a baby, and now the world will see her maternal instincts. Our Libby Weaver has details of Madonna's film career, fertility clinics, and the baby's father.
This was our first vision of Madonna and Child, the pop star pushing an empty baby carriage at a New York fashion show in November of '94. But now, on the set of her new movie Evita in Budapest, Hungary, she's finally carrying the real thing. Madonna's publicist, Liz Rosenberg, confirmed this morning that the material girl is now the maternity girl, about 4 months pregnant.
Madonna's deliriously happy about being pregnant, and she's known for some time, but wanted to kind of keep it to herself.
The 37-year-old superstar hasn't made a secret of her desire for a baby. Just last November, she made the confession to Extra's Jane Pratt.
Do you want to have kids of your own?
Yes.
Do you want them soon?
Yes, tomorrow.
What we didn't know is that she had the father all picked out. Her boyfriend of the year, 29-year-old fitness instructor Carlos Leon. Leon was with her on the Argentina set of Evita in February, and he reportedly joined Madonna on visits to this fertility clinic in New York City several times last year. Journalist Linda Stacy says Madonna has found the perfect father for her children.
This is a guy who can actually reel in Madonna, keep her close to him, and have her sort of do her fetching. So I don't think that he's about to give up reins on the child.
By our calculations, Madonna conceived in mid-December, and that could explain her reluctance in early January to take the stand against accused stalker Robert Hoskins. a first-time mother in the first delicate weeks of pregnancy. Now she's far enough along to finally go public.
Anxious fans will probably have to wait about another 5 months to find out whether Madonna is having a boy or a girl. But we found a few people willing to give their opinion now on what kind of mom they think Madonna will be.
I think she'd be a really good mother. Really? Yeah, because there's no sexual repression.
Oh, I'm praying for the child. I am really praying for the child.
I think it's fantastic. What a strong mom she'll be.
Linda Stacy says Madonna and Carlos broke up briefly when he discovered she was cheating on him, but she adds they're now back together. And our other top story.
Well, Madonna has teamed up with Britney Spears for the sexy duet, Me Against the Music. But many continue. Jerry Pinicoli's also in Times Square at our Planet Hollywood studios, fresh off his interview with the ultimate female power player. Jerry?
Hey, Dana. Well, she never ceases to amaze me, and today Madonna was certainly true to form. I got a chance to sit down with Mrs. Ritchie, who's breaking news about her ever-changing life. It's Madonna Mania at the Montclair Kimberly Academy.
I'm really honored to be here. And
The Queen of Pop stopped by the New Jersey schoolhouse to read from her new children's book, Mr. Peabody's Apples.
in the town of Hatfield,
A story about the dangers of gossip. Madonna tells me it's a lesson she struggled with herself.
I think all of us gossip. It's our nature, you know, when we can do a lot of damage.
The classroom stop is just the beginning of Madonna's latest media blitz.
Wait a minute, Madonna. She's got 4 gifts and Regis has 1. I only got 1 gift from Madonna.
This morning, she hit live with Regis and Kelly, and only Extra was backstage. Tonight, it's Letterman. But first, it was Madonna with me on everything from kids. You think you'd ever want more?
Yeah, I would. Why not? The more, the better.
More dedication, right?
More work,
Yeah.
less sleep.
And to her best-selling first book, The English Roses. It's now being made into a movie.
The success of them of the English Roses has just completely blown me away, and I'm so thrilled.
Madonna says she'll lend her voice to that project, and she even wants to direct a musical soon. And she's just getting started. Tomorrow on Extra, Madonna confesses her guilty pleasures.
And I got a little carried away with those, and there had to be an intervention.
And reveals how her career stumbled before she found fame.
Got fired for wearing fishnet.
More with Madonna tomorrow, only on Extra.
All right, thank you. And the third...
Madonna rules. Now, as I showed you yesterday, her second children's book, Mr. Peabody's Apples, was a big hit at a New Jersey school. But today, in my exclusive interview, Madonna opens the book on her own secret. I sat down with a very candid Queen of Pop, where Mama Madonna confessed daughter Lourdes, nicknamed Lola, serves as her secret editor and her stylist.
She didn't like my hair dark. You know, she's like, Mom, ew.
I was going to ask you why you went back to blonde. So it's Lola? Lola's choice?
Yeah. Actually, see, my children rule my life.
And there's a new friend in her life. Madonna revealed that she and Britney Spears, who worked together on the racy new duet, Me Against the Music, have become fast friends.
I found her to be very vulnerable and very open and searching. She started asking me for advice.
Is she going to move to London? Because that's what we hear.
She's definitely looking for a place there.
Wow.
So maybe we'll be neighbors there, too.
From famous friends to first jobs, you'll never guess where all her blonde ambition began. You worked at a Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
When you
I
were...
was the jelly squirter. Yep. I got fired.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
I've had all kinds of funny jobs.
What were some of the other ones?
I was the coat check girl at the Russian tea room.
I think I've heard that.
Got fired for wearing fishnets. I've been a housekeeper, a house cleaner. I was never good as a waitress.
The jelly squirter,
Jelly squirter, yeah.
That tickles me.
I filled the donuts with jelly.
Now, have you eaten a donut since then, is my question.
Yeah, but not a Dunkin' Donut, because then I started to become obsessed with Krispy Kreme. I got a little carried away with those, and there had to be an intervention.
But wait, look at you. There's not a Krispy Kreme donut attached to you anywhere.
I haven't been eating them.
Okay, all right.
I used to leave my yoga class, which is like total hypocrisy, and go to the Krispy Kreme and get 2 hot, fresh, glazed donuts and have like a sugar rush and then crash and be depressed the rest of the day.
But these days, Madonna's getting her fix by helping her tiny new fans face the future.
Thank you, Jerry and Madonna. Now, the woman fast becomes...
shocks the crowd. Our John Kelly's on the carpet for all the action.
We're with one of the big winners of the night, Beyonce Knowles. We're with the woman of the hour, that's Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Let's be honest, does it get much hotter than this young lady, Maya? It doesn't get much hotter than this young lady, Ashanti. And 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, that's just the beginning of one very, very hot MTV night. Yes, it was ladies' night, and oh, what a sight. Video vixens Madonna and...
Very common. Pam Anderson was underdressed and overexposed in Heatherette. Jessica Simpson had a dramatic Marilyn Monroe makeover. And Kim Cattrall stood out in Hachi to Nick Lachey and Justin.
It's all hoochie. I mean Gucci.
There was plenty.
Well, Madonna has teamed up with Britney Spears for the sexy duet, Me Against the Music. But many continue. Jerry Pinicoli's also in Times Square at our Planet Hollywood Studios, fresh off his interview with the ultimate female power player. Jerry?
Hey, Dana. Well, she never ceases to amaze me, and today Madonna was certainly true to form. I got a chance to sit down with Mrs. Ritchie, who's breaking news about her ever-changing life. It's Madonna Mania at the Montclair Kimberly Academy.
I'm really honored to be here. And
The Queen of Pop stopped by the New Jersey schoolhouse to read from her new children's book, Mr. Peabody's Apples.
in the town of Hatfield.
A story about the dangers of gossip. Madonna tells me it's a lesson she struggled with herself.
I think all of us gossip. It's our nature, you know, when we can do a lot of damage.
The classroom stop is just the beginning of Madonna's latest media blitz.
Wait a minute, Madonna. She's got 4 gifts and Regis has 1. I only got 1 gift from Madonna.
This morning, she hit live with Regis and Kelly, and only Extra was backstage. Tonight, it's Letterman. But first, it was Madonna with me on everything from kids.
You think you'd ever want more?
Yeah, I would. Why not? The more, the better.
More dedication, right?
More work,
Yeah.
less sleep.
And to her best-selling first book, The English Roses. It's now being made into a movie.
The success of them of The English Roses has just completely blown me away, and I'm so thrilled.
Madonna says she'll lend her voice to that project, and she even wants to direct a musical soon. And she's just getting started. Tomorrow on Extra, Madonna confesses her guilty pleasures.
And I got a little carried away with those, and there had to be an intervention.
And reveals how her career stumbled before she found fame.
Got fired for wearing fishnet.
More with Madonna tomorrow, only on Extra.
All right, thank you. And the third...
Madonna rules. Now, as I showed you yesterday, her second children's book, Mr. Peabody's Apples, was a big hit at a New Jersey school. But today, in my exclusive interview, Madonna opens the book on her own secret. I sat down with a very candid Queen of Pop, where Mama Madonna confessed daughter Lourdes, nicknamed Lola, serves as her secret editor and her stylist.
She didn't like my hair dark. You know, she's like, Mom, ew.
I was going to ask you why you went back to blonde. So it's Lola? Lola's choice?
Yeah. Actually, see, my children rule my life.
And there's a new friend in her life. Madonna revealed that she and Britney Spears, who worked together on the racy new duet, Me Against the Music, have become fast friends.
I found her to be very vulnerable and very open and searching. She started asking me for advice.
Is she going to move to London? Because that's what we hear.
She's definitely looking for a place there.
Wow.
So maybe we'll be neighbors there, too.
From famous friends to first jobs, you'll never guess where all her blonde ambition began.
You worked at a Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
When you were...
I was the jelly squirter. Yeah. I got fired.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
I've had all kinds of funny jobs.
What were some of the other ones?
I was the coat check girl at the Russian tea room.
I think I've heard that.
Got fired for wearing fishnets. I've been a housekeeper, a house cleaner. I was never good as a waitress.
The jelly squirter,
jelly squirter, yeah.
That tickles me.
I filled the donuts with jelly.
Now, have you eaten a donut since then, is my question.
Yeah, but not a Dunkin' Donut, because then I started to become obsessed with Krispy Kreme. I got a little carried away with those, and there had to be an intervention.
But wait, look at you. There's not a Krispy Kreme donut attached to you anywhere.
I haven't been eating them.
Okay, all right.
I used to leave my yoga class, which is like total hypocrisy, and go to the Krispy Kreme and get 2 hot, fresh, glazed donuts and have like a sugar rush and then crash and be depressed the rest of the day.
But these days, Madonna's getting her fix by helping her tiny new fans face the future.
Thank you, Jerry and Madonna. Now the woman fast becomes...
Your NBC Entertainment Hour begins now with Extra.
This is your camera, right? Okay.
Madonna Mania. Straight off the stage of her sold-out concert, Madonna strikes a pose for Extra.
I'm a little dizzy right now.
The stars we spotted in the crowd and how Madonna paid tribute to her guy.
Very nice.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Dana Devin. 20 years after Like a Virgin, Madonna reinvents herself again and wows a sold-out arena. Now Extra goes one-on-one with the superstar backstage on opening night.
Strike a pose.
It was lights, camera, and plenty of action opening night at Madonna's reinvention tour in LA. And Extra had a backstage pass.
I'm a little dizzy right now.
Dizzy and seeing stars like Christina Aguilera sneaking in a side door and David Spade and Fran Drescher milling around backstage. Just minutes after the show, the Material Girl came to Extra to tell us why she's back on stage.
Set the world on fire. Had some things I have to say.
She's speaking to fans, and she's using all of her best songs to get her message across.
You're so consumed with... That's the whole idea of the show, that I've taken them and I've reinvented them. And they have a kind of a whole new meaning.
Madonna's British husband, Guy Ritchie, gave especially high marks for Madonna's bagpipe rendition of Get Into the Groove.
I like Scotland. That's very nice. I mean, I enjoyed the whole show.
So did longtime friend Debbie Mazur.
I love seeing the imagery and how she, puts herself on film and sings, and she's a great entertainer.
And Madonna's enjoying it too, especially having a few new members in her entourage.
My kids and my husband.
Madonna debunked rumors that she canceled Israeli concert dates because of a terrorist threat to kill her and her kids. And Guy says there's sure to be another concert tour after this.
I don't think she's going to slow down.
For now, Madonna's just happy to be on the road with her family, and she doesn't want to hear any complaining.
Do I need an album to promote? Don't people need a good show to go to?
Madonna and her man take a bite out of the Big Apple, and Extra's along for the star couple's date night.
Is it great to have your wife by your side to come out and support?
Magnificent to have my wife by my side. Thank you, wife, for being by my side.
I didn't say anything else.
Madonna and Guy Ritchie heated up the New York night at the premiere of his crime drama, Revolver. Guy tried to explain the title, but his wife butted in.
Voice. I mean, it's
Revolving door of your ego. Sorry.
It's a friend of yours, eh?
But Madonna loves Revolver.
Did you come visit him on the shoot?
I did, yeah, I did. Yeah. He doesn't invite me very often. You know why? Because during the lunch hour, they always wrestle.
Oh.
He does jiu-jitsu on his breaks. So unless you're ready to put on a gi and get down on the floor.
Can't visit?
Nah, it's a gentleman's club. The sets of guys' movies.
Madge also filled us in on her holiday plans.
We're going far, far away. That's the only hint I'm giving you.
Any big family traditions for the holidays?
Yeah, we spend time with each other.
Guy Ritchie's Revolver hits theaters.
Material girl to clothing queen. Now you can dress like Madonna without busting your bank account.
You can look like a rock star for under $200.
Madonna looks sexy and sophisticated in this glamorous get-up, and it only costs $110. H&M is unveiling M by Madonna, a super stylish, immaculate collection of affordable clothes and accessories inspired by Madonna's wardrobe.
It's a collection of her personal favorites, so it's really unique, timeless, and glamorous.
This catsuit will get the guys purring.
This is very Madonna. It's the one piece in the collection that just really screams her, and the catsuit is $34.90.
This trendy number is definitely in vogue and can be worn day or night.
The jacket's $79.90. It's an update from your regular, denim jacket. We have the skinny black pant with the zippers on the bottom.
And the black tie makes it all pop.
This is the perfect little black dress. It's timeless, it's sexy, and it's only $59.90.
And if you want to splurge, this leather trench is $298.
This is the hottest thing this season, and it's fitted at the waist, and it's really feminine and fun.
Just like the music icon who inspired it.
None other than Madonna in her most revealing and in-depth interview since the adoption of son David.
I just felt a connection with him right away.
Madonna, more personal than ever, sitting down with me at New York's Soho Grand Hotel. She candidly opened up about the journey that took her to son David. Madonna met the now 2-year-old boy in 2006 during a humanitarian trip to impoverished Malawi and began the process of adopting him later that year. How did you find David?
I met him visiting one of the orphanages, Home of Hope, and I said, where are the small babies? Are there any small babies here? And they took me to a room at the very end of the hall, and that's where the little kids were. And David was one of them, and he was just sitting up in his crib, just with his eyes wide open, completely naked. And I picked him up, and I said, is there any diapers for him? And of course there weren't, so we found some kind of pieces of cloth to like wrap around him, and I carried him around for a while, and I just felt really attached to him. So when I came back the next time, that's when I found out he was really ill. And that's basically when I did my rescue mission.
Madonna cared for David, sick with malaria and pneumonia. But her mission did not end there. Profoundly affected, she wrote, produced, and narrates the documentary I Am Because We Are, about the harsh plight of the Malawian people. Last night, she screened it for the first time at the Tribeca Film Festival.
People always ask me why I chose Malawi. And I tell them, I didn't. It chose me.
People pay attention to what I do. If I can use my celebrity to bring attention to places like Malawi, then I guess I'm doing what I was put here to do.
What are you asking people to do?
Well, I'm asking people, first of all, to just think about their own lives and think about their relationship to other people in the world. I think more than anything, the movie asks or begs you to self-reflect.
Will you take this now? Will it be your mission, basically? Will this change your life forever?
Well, it has changed my life forever already.
Indeed. Madonna returns to Malawi on May 15th to finalize her adoption of David, and her growing family may not end there. You want any more babies?
Are you offering?
No, jeez. I've got a few rich.
You mean, do I want to adopt any more children?
Yeah, will Malawi...
I would love to. I would love to.
Was I offering? No. Coming up, what I asked Madonna 3 times, but she refused to answer. Also, how Madonna stays so fit at 50, and her interesting Angelina connection. That's later.
We've never seen you behave.
Madonna stunning from the side, too, at her New York premiere of the documentary I Am Because We Are. Earlier, we shared with you Madonna's heart-wrenching and powerful journey to adopt her son, David. Now, in part 2, the question she just refused to answer 3 times. Now, will you permit me to ask you a question about your album on Tuesday?
No.
No?
No.
Amazingly, no hard candy, hard sell from Madonna. Most people would want to talk about their album, which is coming out on Tuesday.
Next week.
When it's already out. I tried. Madonna stayed mum about her highly anticipated 11th studio album. Okay, I won't ask you about your album.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you're excited about.
Yes.
Well, that's something. We'll be by her side again next week for all the sweet candy details. But today is all about her other passion.
Malawi has suffered more than one can sometimes imagine.
I Am Because We Are is a heartbreaking, eye-opening look inside the distress within Malawi. And Madonna hopes other children like her adopted son David will be saved from the country's harsh conditions. You don't spend much time about your relationship with David, in the movie. Why?
Well, because he got helped. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'd rather focus on people and their stories that do need help.
And Madonna's pledge to bring relief to third world African orphans is reminiscent of another Hollywood star. Do you feel a kinship towards Angelina Jolie? I see her as one who's known for pushing the envelope, and you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, she's, giving probably 3/4 of the year, she's doing something for other people. Do you ever speak to her, and have you made that connection?
I've only met her once. I've never spoken to her since she started doing her work for the UN. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I admire what she does,
and I think it's great.
And looking better than great, Madonna is almost 50 and on fire thanks to an almost militant approach to health. I see you exercising all the time. You walk.
How do you see me exercising?
Well, because paparazzi follow you. You look like you're about 32 years old.
Oh, thank you.
What is your secret? Is it all exercise and organic eating, or how do you look so young?
I don't know. There's like the superficial answer that I just take care of myself and I don't go in the sun. And
what's the real answer?
I'm happy.
Monday on Access Hollywood. Shocking, heartbreaking, sobering. Madonna's horrifying revelations from her mission in Malawi. She has to take some strange man from outside of the village and has sex with her 3 times.
And if she refuses to do it, she will be ostracized by everyone.
It's really hard.
ExtraTV.com and PopEater.com. Now let's head to New York. What's up, AJ?
Hey, Mario, Madonna's got a huge event here in New York as she launches a new clothing line with her daughter, Lourdes. She's been called lots of things, Madge, Esther, the Queen of Pop, but one name Madonna's never been able to escape.
Material Girl, everybody relates that title to me because of the song that I did 300 years ago.
And I am a material girl.
Her daughter, Lourdes, calls her mom, and business partner for their new Macy's clothing line named, what else? Material Girl.
She pays attention to what's going on in the street and what people are wearing, and she's much more fashion forward and savvy than I am at this point. I always have 2 reactions when Lola comes into my room with an outfit on. One is, oh my God, she looks amazing. And then my second reaction is, she's dressed completely inappropriately for school.
Lola, already eager to push boundaries just like mom.
That's right.
Want to meet the Material Girl?
I hate that name.
Sorry, I mean, want to meet Madonna? Log on to ExtraTV.com to find out how you can get into the groove with Madge in New York.
Up next, Matthew Perry. Yes.
Hello. Wait, it's nice to see you. Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You know, Madonna looking very, very sexy tonight.
Really? Did
Is
I
this-
not look sexy the last time I saw you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Are you
My
adjusting?
my shirt's weird.
You know they're going to have a field day with you.
Only show the good pictures, okay? Sorry. I tried to dress kind of more like, like wear a tuxedo kind of thing.
I think it's sassy and sexy, and you look hot.
Good.
Yeah, very hot. And it's Cavalli head to toe.
That's right, baby.
And I wore Missoni for Ciccone.
Word.
Word up.
Representing the Italian.
Representing the Paisans. That's right. This is truly a labor of love for you.
Yep.
Why did you love this so much to make this film?
Well, I'm interested in exploring the subtleties and nuances of romance, love, marriage, disappointment, relationships, finding your voice, being creative, being, I don't know, being a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really a story about learning how to be a human being.
And it is, and it's so romantic and it's so beautifully told and so visually stunning.
Yeah, thank you.
You must
I
feel
have to
good
agree
about
with you.
that. Yeah, well, you should agree with me.
Yeah.
Now, are you finding that you're liking directing better than acting, and will you ever choose?
Oh, whoa, that's so much better. Yeah.
So much better.
As the director, you are the visionary, and as the actor, you're a big and important part of the collaboration. But to be the writer and the director means that it's, it really gets to be my point of view, and I prefer that.
Yeah. Masterpiece, new song. It's going
Yeah.
to be in the ending credits.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be great.
I think it is.
Is it part of the new album coming out
Yeah,
in
it
the
is.
spring? It is.
Mhm.
What can we expect? Nicki Minaj, MIA, collaborative
Yeah,
effort?
yeah, they're both singing on my record, and me, and a lot
You
of
better
me.
be singing-
I'm singing on it too. Yeah.
You better
That's
be.
it.
You better be. Now, I have to ask you about the Super Bowl because it's a rumor out there. Is it
Yeah.
happening?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, even a little? No, you want to do it?
I'd love to. What a great honor it would be.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what you might want to perform? Because that's a
No.
huge deal.
That's a trick question.
Why?
It is a huge deal. My God, like to be as exciting as the football game is a huge challenge.
Yeah.
And to get your stage set up in 8 minutes, another huge challenge. So, yeah,
Well,
we'll see.
I think it's a challenge that you could totally be up for.
Yeah. Well, I just got to get through promoting my film. And then we'll see.
There you go.
And releasing my record.
And let's promote it a little bit more.
Yeah. How much did you like my movie?
I loved it. This tour has been seen by so many people. It's made so much money. 305 million? I hope you bought yourself something pretty.
Well, let's just like my show is very expensive.
I bet.
Much to my manager's chagrin.
But I keep telling him, you know, people, you know, it's the bar keeps getting raised. People are used to seeing, you know, they go to movies and they see incredible shows, and I'm not going to just go out there and strum a guitar. So
I saw your show. It was incredible.
Yeah, and so to you know, to try new things and to have a spectacle is expensive.
Yeah.
So we had to cover those costs, and then to travel with it, you know, is also, you know.
Does it surprise you at all that it was the top-grossing tour of last year?
Well, I'm certainly not going to take that for granted. I mean, I never assume anything, and I'm you know, with the economy and the stage that it is all over the world, you know, you're lucky to sell tickets. So I'm very grateful that it did as well as it did.
Yeah, and now people are going to be able to see it who couldn't get to your show on TV.
Yay! And it's going to be even better on TV, if you can imagine. Spent the last 4 months making it the most incredible visual audio experience that's ever been witnessed.
There's been a lot of controversy behind this show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so. That's what people say.
The use of the guns and all of that. But I love the way you explain
Well, guns
that.
are a metaphor. The first part of the show is Angry Girl, and the Angry Girl wants revenge. But then Angry Girl has a metamorphosis, and she goes on a journey. And it's the journey that we all go on in life, you know?
From dark to light.
That's right. We learn our lessons, we get hurt, we want revenge, then we realize that actually happiness and forgiving people is the best revenge. So.
Do you ever worry about having to top yourself next album, next show, next tour?
I don't think about it as topping myself. I think about it as entertaining myself. So I get bored easily. I don't like to repeat myself. And I like to give people an experience that they've never had before.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, we're starting to dance right now?
Yeah, I need my pom-poms. Okay.
Congratulations on the album, first of all, because the album's doing extremely well.
Thank you.
And I got to ask you about the tweet. You tweeted out to Britney and invited her up on stage to reenact this kiss?
Yeah.
And she responded. Was it an interesting exchange or what?
Yeah, she was a little ambiguous, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just hanging in the air now. We'll see.
If it'll happen, will it possibly happen?
I hope so.
Really?
Why not?
Okay. And you know that she's about to possibly
You'll be in the front row, I'm sure.
I will, because I go everywhere.
Stalker.
You're a little busy getting ready for the tour. What are we going to see on tour?
Action, passion, violence, danger, amazing dancing, slacklining, yep, cheerleading, a little bit of baton twirling if you're lucky. I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yes, I just came from rehearsal.
How's rehearsal going?
It's going good. Yeah, we're a little behind.
You're a little behind?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Because I have to make everything amazing, superb, excellent, and brilliant.
I heard that when you're rehearsing, you're nonstop.
Yeah, I have a broken finger still. See that? See that? Everyone thinks I made it up. Yeah, I have an infected cut on my leg. I'm a mess. My neck is killing me.
What have you been doing?
Just working my show. Just being, Superwoman.
You look great while you're doing it.
Thank you.
I heard the kids are going on tour with you?
They always go on tour with me. For a stalker, you don't know much.
And Elton, you had that public falling out with Madonna and you stuck up for Lady Gaga. Do you think you'll ever make up with Madonna?
We already have.
We have. You have?
Mm. Oh, we did it in a restaurant in France in the summertime. We just happened to be in the same restaurant. She came in. I sent over a note. She was very gracious. I apologized profusely because what I said should never have appeared in public. She was very gracious. She accepted our apology. We bought a dinner, and that's over and done with. She was really great about it.
We don't believe in putting negativity out in the world.
Yeah.
And both of us were embarrassed when all that stuff came out, and it's just you've got to put that behind you and go forward in positivity.
Especially when you've got kids, right? It must make you think.
Yeah, no, but she was really, I have to say, she was fantastic. She was just okay, let's move on. And that's I was very relieved because she had every right to say to me, I don't want to talk. I said, listen, you have an option of not talking to me again. And I completely understand it. And she said, no, I accept your apology. Let's move on.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.
I am here backstage at the Billboard Awards in Las Vegas.
And I'm here with you.
And she's only here with me.
Only. Exclusive.
That's it. You acknowledged the two of your kids went with you on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
How fun was that to have Lourdes and Rocco on the tour with you?
It was great. It was great to see. It was great to have a working family. To me, that's my idea of fun. To be creative, to be an artist, to do what I love to do, and to see my kids working around me and earning their way through life, working hard, taking their jobs seriously. My daughter worked in the costume department, and she loved it. And my son was in the show, and he loved it. And it was just great to have them around me, and not just to have them traveling with me.
You've got teenagers now and small kids at the same time.
Yeah.
What are the challenges of...
Lots of juggling.
But yeah, what are the challenges of that juggling?
To find the right balance between being there for them and guiding them, and also being an artist and being creative and doing what I do. That's always my challenge, trying to find enough time in the day to do those jobs well.
And I would imagine as they get older, it's hard to decide what to tell them and how to guide them and what to let them discover on their own.
I try to be very clear with them about this is work. This is my persona for work. You know, fame is not what we aspire to. What we aspire to do is good work and to be good people. So if you don't have those two things, then fame is nothing. So
it means nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to drill that into their heads.
You posed with Kim Kardashian. Had you met her before?
I met her years and years and years ago. She was a little girl, believe it or not. She came up to meet me, and she told me she was a huge fan of mine. And it was during the time where I was wearing all the rubber bracelets on my arms, the beginning of my career. And I took off all my bracelets and gave them to her.
You did not?
Yeah, and then I completely forgot about it. And then she reminded me when I saw her the other night. So
how
it was actually the second time I met her.
So you haven't seen her since she was a kid?
She was a kid. Now she's a pregnant lady.
Yeah, how about that? You know, Elton, of course, the famous relationship of yours with Elton John.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know he just did a show here in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear what he said about you? It was very nice, actually.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
I live in a bubble.
Let me tell you, this is funny. So Elton's doing a show,
Mm-hmm.
and this is in front of his whole audience, and he's got the piano there, and he says, you know, there's a fish tank in my piano, and it's got a crab in the corner named Madonna. Then he says, seriously, he goes, you know, Madonna and I have made up at a restaurant in Nice, and after we kissed and hugged, she kicked me in the balls. Is that true?
No, that is so not true. No,
So what really
after
happened?
we kissed and hugged, he paid for my dinner, as he should.
Oh, like the gentleman that he is.
Exactly.
And let's talk about this outfit. My gosh, this is something else. You know how to make an entrance, lady.
Thanks. I've
You
been doing
really
it for
do.
30 years. I hope I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Tell me about this.
This is designed by Riccardo Tesci, from who designs for Givenchy. He did my costume for the Met Ball.
And it was an off-the-hook outfit.
Thank you.
And I follow you on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
and I saw your picture of
Vacuuming
you
in the bathroom?
Vacuuming in the bathroom. Do you know the sales of that vacuum have skyrocketed? Do you know that?
Have they?
Oh yeah, like completely through the roof, to the point where the manufacturer wants to ask you.
You're lying.
I am not lying. I am not lying. It's that brand Miele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the
okay.
best.
Right. Well, guess what? He's quoted the head of the company saying he wants you to be a spokesperson for a special line of vacuums.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.
The iHeartRadio Music Awards, Madonna. Fantastic surprise performance with Taylor Swift playing guitar for you. Not bad for a great night.
She's going to be in my band on my tour. We're going to do a double team thing.
She's been talking about performing with you for a long time.
Well, she finally did it.
Yeah.
She finally came good.
So tonight, the iHeartRadio Music Awards. I know you've been to a million of these things. What makes this one different? Can you tell a difference in this one versus the other ones?
I don't know. I feel like well, for me it was different because I focused more on just singing a song. Usually when I do shows, they're much more big production numbers, or capes are yanking me off stages, things like that. So I just tonight was really, to me, I felt like focusing on songs.
International tour on the way, kicking off in August. When's the last time you had an international tour?
A couple years ago.
And you love it? You love being on the road, going around the world and doing your thing?
It's a love-hate thing. Yeah, I love it. But it's also exhausting. Sometimes you don't want to do a show, but there's, 20,000 people out there waiting for you, so you have no choice.
Right, no choice. No choice in the matter. And now we're already hearing of some cities sold out, adding new dates. So there's a lot of love for Madonna.
Still want to come see me live. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Absolutely. Well, Ghost Town is fabulous. And it's so great to see you here at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Can we talk about Lourdes and taking her off to college, and how was that for you?
Really hard.
I can't even imagine. What was that like?
It was like the worst heartbreak of my life. Seriously. I cried every night for weeks. I would go in her bedroom and lay in her bed and cry. It was terrible.
Do you love it? You love being a mom?
I do, yeah. 2 teenagers are pretty exhausting, though. If I have dark circles under my eyes, it's because of them.
And then, of course, we're talking about the Brit Awards a little. What was going through what went through your mind?
You just don't know what to ask me right now.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want to know?
What?
Just get it out.
Okay.
Just get it out and get it over with. Did it hurt? Yes. At the very last minute, the director of the show said, don't go out, because we had to start in the middle of the crowd. I was going out in one cape underneath the shroud, but it was very short. And then I was swapping that off and putting on the big cape, right? But I was in the middle of a crowd. So at the last minute, they decided, we don't want you to go out in the middle of the crowd at all. You have to start from really far back and wear the big cape and do the long walk from much further than we had rehearsed. Now this goes against everything that I believe in, because I don't do anything live unless I've rehearsed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't rehearse that. And so I panicked. And then I thought, okay, I can do this. But then B said, but then we have to worry about the cape coming off, because it's a much further walk. So at the very last minute, she came up to me and she goes, just tie it a little bit tighter, the bow around your neck. So it was either, die by strangulation or fall down the stairs.
Oh my God.
I chose the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how?
But the angels were protecting me because nothing happened.
It seemed like this whole album was it was nice. It was fun.
It was epic. The
Ooh.
whole everything from the beginning of the writing to the end with the hacker and having to rush things out and all the crazy people I worked with and all the personalities. Yeah, pretty epic.
I would love to be a fly on the wall watching you and Kanye work together.
You would.
How is that? What was that experience like with the two of you guys?
It was energetic, loud, a lot of going off topic, and a lot of discussions about fashion, and then crazy music, sick bass line, 808.
Nice.
Banging, and some Grey Goose, and stuff like that.
Attention everyone, it's Madonna.
Reporting to duty.
Oh, how are
How
you?
are you?
This-
I'm good.
I'm so happy to finally meet you.
In an extra exclusive, the icon opening up to me about her big Oscar bash.
They looked awesome. I saw some pics. I saw Kim K, Cardi B, and everybody there.
we
Did you
had
have fun?
fun. Oh my God, I had to. My feet are killing me still. I don't even know how I'm wearing high heels right now.
Take them off.
I can't, because then I'll be short.
No, it's okay.
And the truth will be revealed.
Yeah.
I'm 5'4", not 5'7". I always tell everybody the Oscar party is work, but we have to have fun while we work.
I know you've been living in Portugal for a minute. Why'd you decide there?
Soccer.
Really?
Yeah. My son wants to be a soccer player. The soccer game here is not so good. I'm soccer mom, number one. But I do live on a plane, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Rolling around.
I'm in LA right now, in case you didn't know.
Has he had a chance to meet Ronaldo yet?
They've FaceTimed.
How are the twins?
They're great.
I love that you're still as busy as you are and running your empire. You're still, like you said, a soccer mom.
Yes, I'm doing all those things. Not a lot of time for sleep.
You're also like the queen of girl power. And I know you've been very vocal about this whole Me Too and Time's
Yeah.
Up movement
Yeah.
right now. Do you think we're finally getting to a place where real change is happening?
I would like to think that. I mean, I feel like I've been fighting for what they've been fighting for. I've been doing that my entire career. I'm glad and happy to finally have some solidarity. So I hope that this is the springboard that's going to actually turn into something that is meaningful, and it's not just like a catchphrase or a moment or a bandwagon that people are jumping on.
Madonna at Barney's New York and Beverly Hills celebrating MDNA Skin, her new luxury beauty line.
What's special about the Reinvention Cream is that it's made from the resurrection plant, found primarily in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, where there's very little water. I use it all over my body.
What about for men? Can men use it?
Hell yeah.
Even with my oily ass skin like me, I can still use it?
No, everything. The thing is, this is not a women's skincare line. It's for everybody, and you better use it.
Well, thank you.
Because dry ass skin is not good.
And who better to get me started?
You like that?
Yeah, it smells
Can
nice
you smell
too.
the rose?
Yes.
See?
There's always time to stop and smell the roses, especially with the Queen of Pop.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.
Madonna's first extra interview about that booty stunt at the VMAs. Next extra.
Tonight at 1 on WBNX TV.
Now we're learning more about the intense battle between some high-profile actresses to play Madonna in a new movie reportedly about her early life and career becoming a pop superstar. The Hollywood Reporter says that 3 of the front-runners are Black Widow's Florence Pugh, Mayor of Kingstown star Emma Laird, and Ozark and Inventing Anna's Julia Garner.
You have to work hard to get what you want.
I love this. They're being put through apparently a Madonna boot camp, 11-hour-a-day choreography sessions in hopes to land the part.
All right, other headlines.